Hello. How is everyone? Oi. So what's up? Oh, shit, it's hot in here. Hi, Nick. Oh yeah, I I have TMJ too. I get it. You're muted if you're trying to say anything. Oh, okay.
I had to mute the TV.
That is good to hear, Nick. I'm glad you just had a fake fart. Hey, Canadian.
Hi guys, I can't say everybody's name clearly right now. I'll just say hi.
Right on, Julie.
God, this thing's small.
I just realized I have nothing to drink. So I'm going to go get something to drink. Be right back. Yeah.
Hi Julie. Hi there.
Hi. I had to turn it off on my phone. So are you feeling any better, Dreams? No.
Headache part gone. This hurts swelling.
What's wrong with your face, huh?
TMJ.
Oh, I've known people that have had that. That is very painful. I used to work with a lady that had it.
My dad's getting me insured tomorrow so I can at least eat. I'm pretending to be you. I'm you right now.
There's got to be two there. Hang on.
How are you doing, Canadian Witch? How are you, Julie?
Doing okay. It always takes me a while to get up here because my computer is so freaking slow. It's like, okay. Oh.
Oh.
So, how's Megan doing?
She apparently is doing a little better today.
That's good.
Ken got a call from his dad, but I have no idea what his dad said to him.
Okay.
But
Is Ken there or?
I don't know what I don't know if he's coming up on panel or not.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
But I went to the Heart and Vascular Clinic today and found out that through the testing that I had, I have, according to the ultrasound, because the CAT scan didn't show a real clear picture, according to the ultrasound, I have a 30 to 60% blockage in my abdominal aorta.
Ooh.
And so they are going to get a hold of me to schedule me for an angiogram
Yeah.
to go in and basically widen the artery, and if needed, put in a stent or something like that. So
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want an aneurysm in your. That's like,
no,
that's a killer. I mean, seriously, very few
Yeah.
people survive an abdominal aortic aneurysm. I have
yeah,
a friend that did, and she said the doctor told her, "You're a miracle case," because
Yep.
it usually ends bad.
yeah, because they bleed out so quick.
Yep.
So yep.
By the time they can get in there and close it, you're done.
Yeah.
And then some people wait to go in, so
Yeah.
it's not like they're there right there when it happens.
Exactly.
Around here, we always kid about the farmers. Like, the farmers are the toughest dudes. I mean, they will work through any pain, injury.
Yeah.
They'll just keep working. They don't like going to doctors. Hi, Vanessa.
Jane.
Hi.
Dreams, does like a heat pack on your jaw help? That's what works best for me.
Been doing it all day long.
Have you tried to leave? I'm assuming you probably did, but
I need to have something to eat in my stomach before I can take anything.
oh yeah, you don't want to take that on an empty stomach. It's
Yeah.
not good. It'll give you ulcers.
Yeah.
How you doing, Vanessa?
Our AC is out at the moment.
No. Is that what Ken was showing on YouTube the other day?
Yeah.
Okay.
They came in yesterday and he couldn't find anything wrong, and so he said, well, video it if it starts to make those noises again.
Mm-hmm.
So Ken videoed it, and while it was making those noises, it actually ground to a halt.
Yeah, I saw that part of it. Yeah.
And it was like, okay, so.
So is he going to come fix it?
Yeah, they were supposed to come today, but they didn't have time. I don't know if they're going to come tomorrow or what, but it's pretty fucking hot. So.
I can imagine. Like, here, it's really weird. Yesterday, it was beautiful. It was like an early fall day kind, And then today, it was just hot. And it's supposed to be like 90 this weekend, so.
Yeah.
Because we're getting the southerly flow instead of the northerly flow of wind.
Yeah.
It's stuff from Canada. Have you had any snow yet, Canadian? I know they always get snow early. It seemed like to me anyway. Hi, Candy.
Hi.
I'll send you a link if you want to come up.
I need to get new earphones. The wire on this is broken. I can hear with one ear instead of two. It's annoying.
Oh. Yeah, Amazon. $35, you can get a decent pair of headphones.
Yeah, I have to get some because it's driving me nuts. I have some that are wireless, but I can't get them to link
There?
with my computer. Those are really nice, the wireless ones.
Does your computer have Bluetooth?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
Is
Yeah,
it on? Is it on that right now? Is it on blue?
yeah.
That's why.
Oh, so if I go wireless, that's why I can't. Or
You
no,
need
it
to.
is
You need to disconnect the Bluetooth.
okay.
Why disconnect the Bluetooth?
Because I have found that if I use Bluetooth, you guys can't even hear me at all.
Really? Well, me, it's I just can't get them to connect or link up.
It's two entirely different connections.
Hey, Joseph.
Hey, Joseph. Woo!
Can't hear you.
How's this driving me nuts?
Oh, yeah, I have the wireless ones, but I could only get them to work sometimes, and I finally said screw this and bought a pair of wired ones.
Yeah.
So,
This hurts. This hurts. You guys don't get to see my boobs.
Just got home. Oh, that's right. You're on vacation. I forgot. It's your birthday when?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, he's got the same birthday as my son.
Somebody in here in chat has the same birthday as my son, and I can't remember who it is, but
Mm. Oh, my God. I'm all freaking tired all of a sudden again. What the hell?
Well, you went
We're
everywhere
boring
today.
What's that?
You went everywhere today.
Oh, yeah, because I had my appointment and then we had Ken's appointment. In between, I did a couple of runs so that I could throw some
That's
gas in
right.
my car tomorrow.
what does a French Joseph say?
They
Woo!
woo.
Ken. Oh, that's funny.
Oh. Oh, Lord.
God, I need to brush my dog. She is like shedding. I'm petting her, and this is like raw hairs.
Oh,
Loose
yeah.
hairs there.
I thought you were going to say you needed to brush your teeth, and I'm like, well, I can't smell anything.
Oh, man. This is the time of year when they shed their coat and
Yeah.
get their
No,
winter wear.
Mine shed continuously. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Mine does too, but it seems like certain times of year it's worse.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can vacuum. It's amazing because I have two dogs like you,
Mhm.
and we have one of those ones that's got like the hair goes up in the container,
Yeah.
like a plastic container, and I
Yeah.
can see through it as it's. I can watch the hair go up into it as I vacuum, and I'm
Yeah.
like, oh my god, it's like I vacuum it every week, and I get done, and that container is full of hair. I
Oh,
have to
yeah.
dump it out after I do the living room before I do the rest of the house.
Yep. Oh.
I think I have,
Ooh.
like, by the time I'm done, I have a whole new dog in hair.
What you do is you take that hair and you card it and then spin it, and then like you can weave a sweater for your dog.
Yeah, if I was that talented, I could. But I'm not. That's a good idea, though. I like that. Well, some people do that, like when their dogs dies, they take some of their hair and they do like artwork with it and
Yeah.
stuff, or with their ashes too. Some people do that. There was one lady that I used to know. She had two different things done. She had a necklace made with some of them in it, and then she
Yeah.
also got this. It was like a glass piece. It was really pretty, and it had some in there.
What the hell?
Wake
Go
up!
ahead.
I'm gonna throw something at you. Good night,
Nice.
night, Ken.
I brush my teeth every day. Good night, Dan. With the big brush next to the toilet, and my breath still smells like shit.
Okay. You're not supposed to have your toothbrushes by your toilet.
Well, that
Susan,
you know,
I'll
it's
wake you up.
one of the reasons Ken and I are both so particular about closing the toilet
Yes.
every time we use it, because if you don't, when you flush that toilet and leave it open,
It goes.
it shoots basically mist up into the air, and if your toothbrush happens to be in that room,
Yep,
it's going to get all over your toothbrush. So
exactly.
if you close the toilet, you don't have that issue.
Right.
We saw that on Mythbusters.
Oh, yeah. I love that show. I used to watch that all the time.
Oh yeah.
Some of their experiments they did were like, holy man. There was one I remember they did where they wanted to do an experiment to see, because like in all these movies, like if there's a chain around a bumper or something, it takes off, like it pulls it off. It was either a bumper or axle. I can't remember what it was, but they did it and it didn't work like it did on the movies.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was. If it was an axle, it was something, I don't remember. But I remember one thing, they had like these things they were making and they floated them like in the water. And I can't remember what they were doing, but I just was like amazed at stuff they do.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah. Was it Jamie was the one guy?
Yeah.
I can't remember the other guy's name, but
Jamie did the show because he needed money. He
Oh,
never
really?
ever enjoyed actually doing the show.
well, he never seemed like he was enjoying it. Did you
Yeah.
notice that?
Oh
He
yeah.
just yeah. He always seemed kind of like, you know. Oh, Susan, you're cute. Your eyes are different colors. Cool. I prefer blue, but
Mythbusters is the same reason why I'm scared to drive next to a semi and just hang out there.
yeah,
Right?
Exactly.
I won't sit next to a semi. I will
Florida.
speed up to get the fuck around them.
I got in an accident on Interstate 80. My mom and dad were taking me back. It's my freshman year college, and they were taking me back to Iowa City. And it was really weird. It was one of those, I've never seen a blizzard like this, but it started and started falling. And a mile later, you could not see. It was just
Wow.
snowing so hard. And we came up on this place where there was a bridge. And right before we got there, the semi went flying by us on the left. And my
Oh,
dad's
geez.
like, that guy's going to cause an accident. He did, and we got involved in it.
Oh, geez.
We got hit, and then somebody hit the guy behind us. And it was
Yeah.
just like a chain.
Chain reaction.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
Ken says I saw an episode where they made a truck tire explode, and it decapitated the dummy sitting in the driver's seat through the front windshield.
You know that
Wow.
I believe it. My mom, that's another example. My mom, dad, and I were on Interstate 80, and we were going to a friend of mine's wedding, and we were right next to a semi, and he blew a tire, and it
Oh.
scared me so bad. And I was pregnant with my son, and I'm like, oh my God, I about delivered him. It scared the crap out of me. I'm so jumpy anyway, and
Why watch it?
Are you saying you're one of those people that I could sneak up on repeatedly and scare you?
yes,
Like when I was growing up, Okay, we had like a 2-story house with a basement, and the laundry facilities were in the basement. My mom would be walking up the stairs with a basket full of clothes, and I would stand right there where she could see me. And when she got about 2 steps away from me, I would just go, boo. And she'd scream, throw the basket, and sometimes fall down the stairs.
Oh my God. I don't know if I'm that bad. I mean, if I can see somebody, but like this happens all the time in the house. I'll be walking and I go to turn into the kitchen, and at the same time, Chuck, he comes around the corner, and oh my God. But I can't see him, so it really, really scares me. He enjoys doing that.
I can't tell you how many times I got my mom with that particular.
That's funny.
And it was so easy because I would like stand there, and she'd see me.
That's what I can't believe.
Boo, and she'd freak out, and
that's pretty funny.
I got immense joy out of scaring the hell out of my mother, and or just like one time she was going to go somewhere, and she was warming up the car, so she came inside. Well, I snuck out the garage and got in the back seat of the car and laid down, and she got in the car and started to back up, and I just said really quietly, boo. And she screamed, slammed on the brakes, left the car in gear, jumped out as the car is rolling backwards down the driveway.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I enjoyed scaring the living fuck out of my mother.
You know,
I this is the way I look at it. My mother was not a good mother when
so she was your real mom, not your stepmom?
My adoptive mom.
Adoptive.
She was not a wonderful mother, and so to me it was kind of like death by 1,000 cuts revenge. You know? No, I wasn't going to kill her with it or anything like that, but it was just so fun to just watch her lose control for a second, you know?
Now, didn't you reconnect with your real mom?
Yeah, I'm in touch with my birth mom. So, yep.
Does she live near you, or?
No, she lives out, she splits her time between Bellingham, Washington, and somewhere in far Southern California.
Okay. I'm assuming in the winter she goes to California and
yeah.
I bet that's pretty. I think Washington is a beautiful state.
Oh, it's a beautiful state, but I don't ever want to live there again.
Well, why didn't you like it? I was just curious.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. But in the 12 years since I've moved away from there, Seattle became a sanctuary city, and then all hell broke loose, and now Seattle is just not anywhere you want to be.
Oh,
and
that's sad.
all the towns around it have just turned into trash. I mean,
that's sad.
It's not somewhere I want to be, and things are so expensive, and there's just no reason for it.
Did it used to be expensive there, or did that just change?
Seattle's always been more expensive just because it's Seattle.
Yeah.
But in the last couple of years, you're looking at in Seattle, in the city of Seattle, for a 1-bedroom apartment, like maybe 400 square feet, you're looking at $1,200 to $1,500 a month.
Holy crap!
Yeah,
that's ridiculous. I can't imagine how much houses cost.
Yeah,
I thought Iowa City was expensive. Our town I live in Iowa is the most expensive town in the state to live in, and I thought it was bad here, but I can't imagine that. And 400 square feet, that's not very much. That's like
it's not at all.
It's like an efficiency apartment.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. Okay, that was kind of rude.
Go ahead.
My little piece of herb, when I lit it, it jumped out of the bowl and landed on the couch beside me on a blanket. And I tried to brush it off the blanket, and a little piece of it got stuck under my arm, and the other piece landed in another part of the couch, and I had to like shoo that off the couch, and then I touched the thing on my arm again. And fuck.
Ow.
And doing all that just burned out my whole hit, so I gotta try again.
How rude.
Are you gonna pass it or?
I'll blow it,
That's
man.
right. I
Yeah,
can't
just
even.
blow. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't have the suck power trick. God, that sounded bad.
I really don't want to hear about your suck power.
I don't got none. Not today.
Yeah, just blow it in my face, Susan. Chuck's ex-wife, we're friends, and I was talking to her about trying to get something for pain, and she says, "Well, I smoke pot," and I'm like, "Really?" Because she's like, doesn't seem like the type at all, And I said, "Well, where do you get it?" She goes, "Well, my sister goes and gets it. She goes to Illinois," and she goes, and then I was asking her more questions, and she's like, "Well, I don't actually inhale it. She blows the smoke in my face." I'm like,
Oh,
"Oh, okay."
It'll still get you high, so.
Will it?
Oh yeah, if she's okay, if I were to take a hit and blow it in your face, like if you were right in front of me and I were to blow it in your face and you were to inhale, you would definitely inhale enough to get high.
Okay.
I mean,
Is that close enough?
That gives a whole new meaning to the word blowjob.
There you go.
Ooh, thank you. Oh my gosh, Susan.
Back off a few inches, you'll be alright.
Oh, wow. I gotta put it together. Holy shit.
Hopefully Sasha will be.
Fuck.
Sound like daddy.
Thank you, baby. Tweety wants to say hi. You say hi, Tweety? Where is she?
Aww.
Hi, puppy.
Say hi. You say hi? Spoiled dog.
Oh.
She deserves it. Living wild in the woods, I can't imagine.
Yeah. So do they know how old she is?
They can kind of tell by their teeth.
Yeah.
And they said she's probably about 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, what the fuck, Ken? Lemon butter. Put some of that on your toast in the morning. I have, like, I don't know how many tubes I have left, but I'm going to use up my box of tubes and then I will be done smoking.
I'll help.
After all this crap of, a couple of strokes and, all sorts of weird shit, and now this blockage and, all of that stuff all goes together to say smoking is not my friend.
Yeah. It's from what I've heard, it's really hard, to break that habit.
Well, I
'Cause
did for
it's a
like 2
substance.
years. I
Yeah,
quit
but
for like 2 years, and then I just suddenly started again. And
when you
so
quit, did you like go cold turkey or how did you do it?
I used my vape. I just substituted.
Oh, okay. That's what
So
Canadian does, I think.
yeah, so
I
I'm
want to suck so bad. It's not even funny.
dreams. You want to
Ken
suck
says he
what?
thinks he
I
has an
want
ear
to suck on
infection.
something that'll get me high.
You probably
Don't
do,
you have
Ken.
any? Don't you have any edibles?
Mm-mm.
Um, hang on. I'm thinking. Okay. Here we go. You have any actual flour?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you
Look, Kilani.
take like gram and a half, you know, and throw it in the oven on. Let's see. It's how did I do it? It's about 320 for 35-40 minutes. And then when that gets done, that's called decarbing it. And basically
Okay.
what that does is it brings it it heats up the weed enough to make it psychoactive for humans. Okay? So once you have decarbed your weed, then you can put it in anything. My favorite is Nutella, and literally just put it in a little bit of Nutella and just eat the Nutella. It's freaking good. But
So what's
you
it
might
do?
want to consider something like if you have Ensure, just crush it up really, really good after you decarb it and then put it in your Ensure. And
I'll
you've
have
got a
to
shake
start
that'll,
tomorrow.
What's
well,
the
there you go.
decarb do, Susan? When you decarb?
Decarbing, when you, here, hang on, let me look this up just so that I give you the right information. Decarboxylation. Decarboxylation is a chemical reaction that removes a carboxyl group and releases carbon dioxide. That doesn't really tell you a lot of anything.
Yeah, well, I figured that's
Hang
probably
on.
what it did since it was decarb, but how does does it affect you differently then, or?
Well, if you just eat weed, just
Hmm.
flat out eat it, it's not going to do anything. It's
Oh,
not going to get you high. It's not going to do anything. You have to decarb the weed in order for it has to heat up to a certain kind of point, and when it gets warm enough or hot enough, it will start to release the psychoactive things that get you high.
okay. So when you release, you don't mean it goes away. You mean it kind of
Correct.
brings it
Yeah,
out so it works better.
Yeah, it basically just like it's like the plant's already been dried, and when you cook it, it just releases the really good shit.
Okay. Find out for sure how you do it and let me know.
No, I know how you do it.
Oh, so it's
That's what I was
320.
explaining. That's what I was explaining to Dreams. You oven set at 320 to 325. Take your weed, however much you're gonna decarb, and throw it in the oven for like 35-40 minutes, and it's done.
Cool.
It's ready to. You could literally pick it up and eat it, and within an hour or so, you'd be high.
How long does it take to wear off?
I usually get about 4 real good hours out of mine,
That sounds fun.
and it's like if I do a gram, it it definitely does the job, and I could be smoking that gram over an hour, and I'd get half as high.
So I have a question because I'm totally dumb about this. What does a gram look like? How do you know it's a gram?
Well,
I have no clue when it comes to this stuff.
um, Hang on a second.
Okay.
It depends on the density of the weed, but hang on.
I know I'm asking stupid questions, but
No,
I don't know.
You're not asking stupid questions at all. The only stupid question is the one you didn't ask. So
I don't have a scale, Awesome Epic. I throw them all my scales away. Oh, that's
that
quite
is
a bit.
yeah, it is.
Okay.
It is. So yeah,
I know. Yeah, I thought it'd be like a pinch. No
yeah.
idea.
No, it's a good amount because weed's pretty light, especially after it's been dried.
That's
Um,
true.
so Awesome Epic. So we've had a whole bunch of interesting things happening lately. As you know, Megan has COVID. Ken's dad has COVID. Ken goes to the doctor today, finds out that he has early COPD. But this morning I went to the doctor, to the vascular doctor, and they've done a bunch of tests on me, and they discovered that I have a 30 to 60% blockage, because they can't really tell, they just know that it's partially blocked, in my abdominal aorta. And so sometime in the next 6 weeks, I'm having an angiogram to take care of that.
So the angiogram will clear it up.
Yeah, what they do is they go into the artery, and they have like the little thing tube that they stick up in there. Not only does it like expand to widen an artery, you can actually put like
Stents and
stents on it, and it will, install the stents. So
yeah.
and they can do
That's
other stuff.
basically-
Like if they find a clot, they can get rid of the clot. I mean, it can do all sorts of stuff.
That's how my aunt, she had a clot a couple years ago. And yeah, that's what they do. They go up through the leg. And the same thing in your heart. If you have narrowings that's the same thing they do. My liver numbers are high, even though I have stopped drinking, and she diagnosed me with COPD. Oh, I'm sorry, Ken.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
The doctors don't really love our family because we don't really pay our bills all that much because we can't afford to. But they still take good care of us. So
I thought you guys had like Medicaid or.
I have Medicaid, so for me, my bills are 99% covered. Ken does not. He has Obamacare, and
Can he qualify for Medicaid? If you do.
no, I get it because I qualified for SSI years and years ago.
Okay.
Ken, because of how much money I'm making, he qualifies for Obamacare, and it's, basically we don't have to pay anything for it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's catastrophic insurance. That's all it is.
Okay.
$6,000 fucking that you got to pay before they even start to pay anything. So
That's crazy.
But yeah, so Ken got the COPD diagnosis today, and I got the artery blockage today. So yeah, we're just doing great.
Aww. I'm going to be having foot surgery probably in a month or so.
Lovely.
Because of last year when I had my surgeries and I had to walk on it because of everything, and it broke the screw and my foot's all torqued wrong way, and that's why it hurts so bad.
Wow.
So hopefully after the surgery it will help with the pain, so it's not so painful to walk. Because that is like the worst thing, and Ken probably understands that with his back. Not being able to walk, it really screws. You can't go places. You feel like a hermit, And if I do go out, I'm in so much pain that I don't always enjoy it.
But yes, Seth, it is angiography, but angiography actually covers a couple of different procedures. An angiogram is a very specific procedure underneath that angiography bubble, from what I understand.
Ken said he thinks he has a double ear infection.
Um,
Can he go to the doctor? Do you guys have any free medical clinics that you can
well,
go to?
he's got a doctor. He just went today. I
Oh,
don't know why you didn't tell the doctor you thought you had a double ear infection, though.
that's gotta be
Um,
miserable.
I think we
Yeah.
have oh, come on, what the hell is it? What's the shit that you put in cuts and it fizzes?
Hydrogen peroxide.
Yeah, I think we have hydrogen peroxide. I'll look. We want to kill
So
an
you can
ear
put that in
infection.
the ear then, and it fizzes it out.
Yeah, it makes a pretty big difference on it usually.
I didn't know that. Wish I would have known that when my son was little.
Yeah, right.
I don't know how many times I had to go to the doctor with him with ear infections. He got
I
his
had
first
chronic
one when
ear-
he's like 3 weeks old.
I had chronic ear infections when I was a kid.
So
we
you've had
didn't-
tubes?
No, I never had tubes. But when I was, I don't know, in my early 30s, I had a couple of sinus surgeries, and the first one, they actually moved my eustachian tubes, like the way they were
How they lay?
sitting. I don't know exactly what they did, but they rerouted them so they would drain more effectively. So
It's kind of like, you know,
yeah,
like,
and I gotcha. We'll try to find some of that stuff, and you can use that and see if it helps.
the reason why kids get ear infections so easily is because their eustachian tubes they lay flat, and they don't turn, I guess, until you get a little bit older.
Yep,
And I wonder if that's, you know, basically probably what they did was turn.
probably.
So they were upright more than flat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you're dizzy, Ken, I mean, that definitely can be, you know, from the ear infection.
Definitely.
That's not fun.
You know what? This room is getting really freaking warm.
Of course, they don't clean their headphones.
Osmopic, I think I sent you a link. If you want to come up, you're more than welcome.
I really don't mean to be rude to anybody.
You're not being
I'm
rude.
not really talking a lot.
Don't worry about it. We like just having your hair.
Aw,
It's
I
good.
love you. I love you.
I love you too, Ann.
I love you, Susan.
Did you see when your message you sent on Facebook? I sent you a little kitty crying
No, I saw that. That was sweet.
when you said what was going on. And I thought it
Oh,
was
I
good.
got you, Ken.
Yeah,
I got you, Ken.
if it's packed in there and it's tight, then you know what you did.
Yes,
Then you know you did.
this is not packed. I'm just going to try to do it how you clarify it.
I don't need to inspect your bull packing skills.
Ken, you realize that you can come up without like showing yourself if you want to not have to type.
Yeah. Just like dreams, you can just be here.
Yeah. Ugh.
Oh my God, I got this picture I took today. You know how, what's his name that doesn't like pickles? Dave.
Oh,
I was at Spirit Halloween today looking for some Haunted Mansion stuff, and I came across this costume, and it's a pickle. So I took a picture of it so I could show it to him. Oh God, I laughed.
Well, Ken, it's a narrow hallway. You could just bounce off the walls.
Susan. I could roll. My parents said when I was little, before I started walking, I just roll everywhere instead of crawl.
Yep.
Kids are funny.
My daughter figured out how to roll, and until she was a year old, she didn't even try to crawl. And then I took her over to our friend's house, and she was hanging out with their son that was pretty close to the same age, and he was crawling and pulling up on furniture and walking around the furniture, and she looked at him, got up on her hands and knees and went, screw this, and stood up.
You see that?
And I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, like she had not done any of that, and all of a sudden she's like, she sees Zachary, and she's like, well, fuck, I need to get a little taller here, you know? And so by the end of the day, she was walking around the furniture like a pro, and a week later she took her first steps.
Oh my, that's fun.
But she just had to realize that there was more out there than just rolling around in life.
Yeah. Well, that's, I think sometimes my kids that have siblings, they learn certain things quicker because they see them, you know?
Well, my son was 4.5 when she was born, but I think she saw him as like
A big person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but to see a kid her age literally get up on his hands and knees and then get up and walk around the furniture, and she went, oh, fuck, that's a good idea.
Why didn't I think of that?
It was funny because I was due May 1st, and Zachary's mom was due May 14th. And so exactly 2 weeks later.
Oh, wow.
And when we had the kids, of course, mine came 3 months early. Hers came 2 weeks early. And so they were, basically 2 months and 3 weeks apart. Mm-hmm. So when Isabella got out of the hospital and I started taking her over there, basically Zachary would do everything about 2 weeks before she did.
Isn't that funny?
He rolled over 2 weeks before she did. Everything was 2 weeks difference. And then that day happened where she went, oh, fuck, I need to do that, Then they were on an even keel, and then she actually took her first actual steps before he did. But up till that point, it was funny the way they all kind of worked out.
I had 2 friends that were pregnant when I was pregnant. One had her kid, like in November, and Alex was born January 3rd. And then the other one had hers like Thanksgiving. So they were fairly close, but like when Alex was first born, you lay them next to each other and Alex looked so tiny and the other kid looked so big.
Only when you get a bunch of hens together do you talk about full-grown men rolling down a hallway, and they will turn it into talking about their babies.
Well, you are, in a sense, when we did get married, we wind up having to take care of your ass.
Oh, that's funny. Fun. We'll see. If you're on panel, you could change the conversation so you didn't have to listen.
Right?
My arm is sore from diamond painting. This one I'm working on, it's a different company, and I do not like it at all. Like squares, they don't fit together.
What's on the back? What is that?
On where?
On the back of your arm.
That?
Yeah.
It's a tattoo.
Oh, fuck!
I know exactly what that means.
Yeah, it's for suicide. It's
that the butterfly.
Oh, that's cool.
Is a semicolon.
Oh, I didn't notice that. That's cool. Yeah,
Oh,
I got
shit.
this. It was
I
so
gotta go check
funny
on
because
dogs.
when I got this, I'd already had all my other tattoos, and this one's like, Jesus, it took like 5 minutes, and
Yep.
it was like, it's bizarre. Oh, God, my arm hurts. Smear it with hemp cream.
Hey, I had that salve.
Did you try that on your face, Dreams?
I'm thinking about it.
I would try it. It wouldn't hurt, right? I don't think it would make it worse.
I don't have that much, so it'll probably work.
I would try it. I'd definitely try it.
How I got this is when I was 9 years old.
Does TMJ?
I was in an accident.
Oh, wow. Now,
And
like, how often do you get spells where it's really bad?
2 times a month.
Have you ever gotten like an injection in your jaw? So I know they do that. When I worked at the hospital, there was a clinic where they would do that for people that had TMJ, and it's probably similar to, like, you know, when you get injections in your knees, or, you know, I had just had one on my wrist. It's probably something similar, I would think, but I don't know. I just know that it helps some people. So
They wanted to do surgery on me.
They do want us to do surgery, you said?
They wanted to. When I was a kid, my dad says, up yours.
Oh,
They wanted
yeah,
to break the roof of my mouth and put an extender in it. My dad's like, fuck you, to the doctor.
Hi,
Long
Angels.
time no see, Angels.
I like her name. It's cool.
After all that headache stuff, get something burning outside.
It's smokier than fuck here.
Annie. Hi, Annie. I have a friend named Annie.
Susan, do you remember her?
Yeah.
Long time no see for this girl.
Yeah, definitely. It's good to see you.
Is Ken rolling down the hall yet?
What are we talking about? We're talking about medical stuff and medical stuff and more medical stuff.
And babies standing and rolling.
and smoking weed in between.
And showing me how, helping me, teaching me.
Teaching Julie so when they actually opened a dispensary, she can walk in and go, yes, I would like 3.5 grams, please.
Well, I'm thinking about getting some when I go to Illinois next time, where I got the gummies.
Yeah, there you
go.
I
need some advice, so I'll have to talk to you sometime.
Yeah, no problem.
Because I don't know much.
Stuff, though.
Huh?
Oh, she said, laugh LOL. I'm into that. Not the weed stuff, though.
I just for pain. That's the only reason.
Yep.
Oh, my pain's
and actually, I don't know if they sell it in Illinois. I don't know what all kind of products they have, but if you can get THC oil,
I think they do.
It's worth the money you're going to spend on it, because
what do you do with it?
You literally put like say for you, I would start with 1 drop, and you literally just you put the drop on your hand, and then you lick it off your hand. And the reason you do it that way is because it's really sticky, and you actually need your tongue to clean it off. You know,
is that,
and then you just like let it sit in your mouth until it's gone, and within
I'll take it.
I don't know, within about 25 minutes, it usually worked for me.
Well, that's maybe something I could do because
No?
I really am hesitant about smoking because I have asthma.
Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Is
Oh,
that called
goodness.
tincture? Is that called tincture or
No, a tincture is it's got an alcohol base.
oh, okay?
So that's tinctures can hold on. Tinctures can be pretty um
Hi.
thick, but the actual THC oil is literally it's just THC oil. That's all
I'll
it
have
is.
to ask them if they have it.
Yeah.
They have a lot of stuff, so I
Yeah.
hope
And
I'll have.
I think I figured out for me. Hi, Mike.
Hey,
My
Mike.
dose is about 5 drops when I had the THC oil. But I would definitely recommend starting with one
Slow, yeah.
and figure out your dose, because you don't want to start with 5 drops, because my tolerance is way above yours, because
Yeah.
well, you don't really have access to it.
So it helps with the pain then.
Yeah, and the THC oil is excellent for that.
Okay.
Like I would use it and like twice a day, once in the morning, once at night, and it held me for 8 hours.
Now, does it affect like I think about like your ability to drive or stuff? You know, that kind of thing.
If you are not used to driving when you've got something like that on board, you don't want to start with THC oil and try it out.
Okay.
Okay. So you got to be ready to just stick it home for a while.
Yeah. That's good to know. I'm pretty much do that anyway. The only time I leave is for doctor's appointments.
Yeah. So, but yeah, it's definitely the THC oil for me was the best thing I ever had. It was amazing.
So is it really expensive?
I have no idea. She got it in Denver and tried it like 1 drop of it and didn't like the taste of it, so she gave it to me.
Oh.
And for
so does it have a bad
2
taste?
weeks, well, it's not the most pleasant in the world, but it's not awful. It's just it just tastes like what it is, and so
Is it worse than castor oil?
No.
I've never had that. I've heard it's bad.
No. Castor oil is fucking horrible.
No.
Half it.
I've never had castor oil. I never want to try it.
My mom used to.
I saw him get that one in the little raft. Oh.
My mom used to give me children's castor oil when I was a kid. I had bad memory on that.
I bet.
I had castor oil one time because I was highly constipated. So my mom.
Isn't that what they use it for?
Well, yeah, but a lot of parents back in the day, like early 70s, earlier than that, castor oil was something they just gave their kid every day.
Whoa.
And I don't know. I mean, I know that it worked really good to take care of my problems, so I can't imagine somebody getting it every day. It would be.
I'd have the runs.
I don't know.
I remember in a little rascal, they always got to have it after ice cream. I don't know why. Because that gives the rat too,
Have a chaser.
It could. It didn't me. Yeah.
You could do a shot of tequila afterwards and get the taste out.
Yeah.
I love doing tequila shots.
Little 3-year-old Susan takes her castor oil and then tosses it down back with a shot of tequila.
Oh.
You know what my mom said when she was young, and now she's like in her 80s, 83. Yeah. When she was young, when she got earaches, her dad, my grandfather, would smoke a cigar and blow the smoke into her ear, and she said it helped.
Yeah.
So dreams, maybe you can have Your husband smoked a cigar and oh, you don't have an ear infection. That's Ken.
We don't smoke tobacco or anything like that here. We're 420 all the way.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
But
Never
yeah,
thought of that.
I don't think he
My-
normally smoked, but he would do that like when they got
Yeah.
infections.
Yeah.
I got all my earaches except for one or two from being on the swim team.
Yep.
Yeah.
I had swimmer's ear more times than I can count because I was a fish in the summertime.
You know,
Yeah.
that's something I never did get that.
One
I did
time,
swim a lot, but I never got that.
well, some people are more prone to it than others.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
one time I was down trout fishing, and all of a sudden I got this sharp pain in my ear. Giant pimple in my ear, it left me in the ear canal.
That would be painful.
Oh, I
was
hate that.
agony.
I get them inside my nose sometimes.
Oh, I do too.
Oh God, they hurt, and you can't stop touching it. It's like, oh, I don't know
Yeah.
why you do that when you know it hurts, but you keep doing it. It's like banging your head against.
Mom actually
Right?
sent me to Larry, her boss actually called up the ear, nose, and throat doctor and goes, "This kid's in agony. Can you see him today?" And they got me in right away. That's when they actually had ear, nose, and throat doctors.
Oh, we have those here.
Oh yeah.
Well, not here no more. Nobody bothers to check your ears anymore. Ears. They can't
actually
find
call-
anything wrong with people's ears or your throat. You know?
Otolaryngologist is the technical term for him.
Yeah. Wow.
ENT.
He was pretty old.
That's
then.
an
He's
easier way
long
to say
gone
it.
now.
Well, if I tell Ken that I'm going to the otolaryngologist, he's gonna look at me and go, "What the fuck?"
What the hell's that?
If I say I'm going to the ear doctor, he'll go, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
I have a lung doctor, a pulmonologist, but it's a lung doctor.
Yep.
Um,
And a kidney doctor's a nephrologist.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I've discovered that, like, okay, I'm like totally into medical shit, right?
Yeah.
So I remember all these things. I suck it in. My
Mhm.
husband has absolutely no interest in medical stuff. And so I'll tell him that I'm going to the pulmonologist and he'll just stare at me like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And it's not that he's dumb or anything. Don't think that.
No,
It's just he has no
that's-
interest.
Yeah.
He has no interest, so he's not going to remember it, you know?
That's how I
The
am
only
with
reason I
math.
know it because I am real sick now.
Yeah,
You're
you
what?
do learn. He's really sick.
I learned a lot because I was sick. You know.
Oh, okay,
It
yeah.
started with my blood, and then I
Yeah.
learned all about it. It started with
Hematologist.
fibro, but then my blood. It used to be when I went to the ER, I had to explain to them what Factor V life and blood was, and then
What?
to go check it on the computer, and come back and say, "You're right. How'd you know?" Because people like you, I have to, you know, save my own life sometimes.
And,
Angels, I've had that done several times. I totally know what you're talking about.
why
But-
do they do that?
They'll like when I had to. My first time I went to the ENT, that was one of the things that he did, was he numbed my gag reflex and the back of my nose,
Hmm.
and he stuck a lighted tube up there with a little camera on the end, and he could see all the damage in my nose, and then he went down the back of my throat just to make sure that there was no issues back there.
Gotcha.
So, and I've had that done several times, and God, I want to choke them every time they do it.
I've had several times where they have to. It's called an endoscopy, where they have to go down because my tube narrows and then I can't swallow food, so they have to go down there and stretch it.
Holy
you have
shit,
thyroid?
Angels! Oh
I
my
didn't know
goodness!
that.
Didn't know
Wow, I'll just stick you on my prayer list. It's getting longer and longer by the day.
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Wow, I'm sorry to hear that. Do they know how they're going to treat it?
Sometimes they take the thyroid out to treat it. I know.
Mm.
I'm right here on saying prayers for her.
Right on.
Inside. Internal prayers. I can't do one of my major prayers right now.
I know
Yeah.
my aunt had
Um,
that, and they just took her thyroid out, so now she has to take medicine to replace.
Yeah.
Take a look at my about section.
Back when they did my what do they call it? The scans and stuff, and my what they did the biopsy. I was, the lower thyroid, whatever they call that thing down here. My brain, my little lymph node. You
Oh,
got one on each side. This one here, too, on this side was it was in that too. So it was already what do they call that? Metastatic, but I beat it.
where it spreads.
Metastatic.
Metastatic.
Metastatic. Yeah.
Metastatic. It means it spreads.
Yeah.
That's
it
the thing with
spread.
lymph nodes. Once it gets in those, it does spread really easy because there's so many of them, and they just kind of. You had a thyroidectomy because that's when they just. Oh. So they did. Okay.
Oh man.
Okay.
But yeah,
Well, I hope it stays okay.
they're gone now.
Dreams just cashed.
Just freaking made my dog run outside. Goddamn me, Dreams.
Dreams
He's
is my
doing
worst.
speech to text. That's why it's like
Oh,
that. I'm not sure what just cashed means, but
Catch me outside. Yeah.
I aim to be your worst nightmare. It is my job.
yeah,
Somebody's got to do it.
We will definitely be praying for you, angels.
Yeah. I pray for a lot of people.
Yep. Hey,
Well,
it's
if
the
it
only
does any
thing I can
good.
do most of the time,
Yeah,
especially now with the pandemic. Geez,
I know it.
One of my guys that I watch in the morning, his wife had a heart attack right after mine. And I prayed, she made it. A lot of people did. I didn't have anything to do with it. I don't think
Yeah.
it was to me.
Yeah, that's the when they say the power of prayer, they're not talking about the power of one prayer. They're talking about the power of group prayer. Definitely.
Group, yeah.
Well, we know what the Bible says. Whether two or more gathered in my name, I will be there also.
Dreams' cats made my dogs run outside. Oh my god.
That's funny.
The reason the dogs are barking, he's already in bed, but the granddaughter's stopping over. That's why.
What am I doing?
Why she went to bed so early?
Angels, is it a YouTube page that you were talking about that you can?
Yeah, Angels Are We Nursery. If you look that up, if you just
Okay.
type Angels Are We Nursery, it'll bring it right up.
Oops, if I can spell.
That's why I don't do anything on my phone. Because it's junk to begin with.
Oh, there we are.
Oh, it's one of them so-called free government phones.
Yep,
They're
that's
not
the same.
free anymore.
I'm going to subscribe to you, Angel. Can we say that, or do we get in trouble?
No, you can say that.
I know for a while they had a fit about that,
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I did it anyway.
right on. Yeah, look at her about page. It
Yeah,
gives
that's-
more information about her.
Yeah. I get to go for my 6-month checkup at the end of this month.
There you go.
We'll see. It's been good
cool.
so far.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with the estrogen shot. So thank God.
There you go. Well, and that's actually something you can just say, I don't want this anymore. You know,
Oh,
you've got the right to do that.
I know, but I want to stay alive.
I understand.
Part of the treatment. I don't care if I grow boobs or not now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Annie, so you live in Canada?
look at that.
Wow, right on.
I go again tomorrow at noon.
Awesome. You're doing good work in physical therapy there, Mike.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah, I have
It
anxiety
used to be
too,
like
Annie.
right here. I came 15 degrees.
That's fantastic.
How many do I got left? I think done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And Angels, I'll
Seven,
tell
eight.
you, the reason that I use weed like I do is because of all the things that are wrong with me.
Yep.
It is the only thing that actually makes it tolerable,
Yeah.
you know? So
That's why I want to do something because I can't. I'm so tired of this. I just can't handle it anymore.
Yeah.
I'm just today I about cried. It. My foot was hurting. My
Oh.
shoulders were hurting. My back was like
and
can't handle
well,
this.
you
Well,
have
because
the THC or the
Gummies.
hemp cream, right?
Yeah, I use that.
Because that's
It-
like we go through like probably a bottle in 5 days or a jar in about 5 days between Ken and I.
I don't.
It's probably the most expensive thing that we do to deal with our pain, but it works.
Yeah. It's better than taking pain pills.
Yeah, definitely. And
Okay.
the hemp gummies are
Yeah, this is what I got. Well, I just.
right on. What's the milligrams on it?
10 milligrams per piece.
Okay, let me just tell you right now, that ain't gonna do anything for you.
Okay.
10 milligrams is nothing.
I don't feel anything. I don't feel like it's.
No, the hemp gummies that I get off of Amazon are 30 million milligrams. So that's basically there's 60 pieces in the bottle, and so you take 30 million and divide it by 60, and that's how many milligrams per piece. But as you can see, that's going to be a hell of a lot more.
There's actually 20 milligrams of CBD and 10 of THC.
Okay. If there's 10 of THC, that's where you're going to get the most of the pain relief. And it's actually good that that's a mixed product, that it's both CBD and THC, because if you use more of the plant, you're going to get more of the benefits. So 10 milligrams of THC, if you take probably, I would guess 3 of those, you're going to get high.
Oh, I usually eat half of one. He told me to cut them in half and use.
Yeah, and 5 milligrams of THC is not going to do it, but
so I need
20 or 30 milligrams. So like 3 of those.
3 of them. That's expensive.
It's not going to make you super high. It's going to give you kind of the calm, relaxed feeling of being high.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, these are expensive. So that's what I'm thinking. You're talking about that oil, because when I talked to the guy, he said if this doesn't help, that there's something else.
Yeah.
And his mom does, and he said she puts it in her coffee.
Yeah.
So
if you like with THC, or with weed, if you put it in something like boiling coffee and let it boil for a little bit, it's going to decarb pretty quick too.
I think he was talking about the drops, though.
Okay,
The other
yeah,
stuff you're talking about, the sticky stuff.
yeah,
Because that's what he said. He said it helps his mom. So
yeah.
I'm going to go, hopefully, next week, go there and get some.
I
Yeah.
can tell you, Angels, that my family doctor is not all for that cannabis stuff. But you know, as far as like the hemp gummies, they're actually hemp is a different plant than marijuana. It's in the same family. It looks almost identical, but
It doesn't have the
Hemp is not-
THC.
it doesn't have the psychoactive properties. And so like hemp gummies, for example, they're about $25 on Amazon, and they will help definitely with like relaxation before sleep, and then they will kind of help you ease into sleep. Hi, Strawberry Shortcake.
Hey,
But yeah, and like I said, the ones that I get are literally like 30 million milligrams, I think. But you get 60 of them, you know. And
so
if
like
you're,
for me, how many would help me, do you think?
well, Ken takes one, and it makes him fairly relaxed. If
Okay.
he takes two, he sleeps through the night.
Could you send me a link to the ones you get?
Absolutely, I'll do that right now.
That would be great, because then I'll know which ones, you know.
Yeah, no, not
Because there's
not a
so
problem
many
at all.
different,
Yeah.
and some of them you don't know if they work or if they're, you know.
Oh, remember when I was in ER? Now they teach all the interns and the doctors about my blood.
Probably because you've
Because
been
of me.
poked so many times and it scars your, no? 'Cause
No.
I'm like
they
that.
They teach them because they didn't know it. Nobody at the hospital knew anything about it until I showed up.
What
So now
about?
they teach everybody about it because it's becoming more common now.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, I was wrong. They're 50 million milligrams. Hold on.
It makes no medical sense whatsoever, though.
Product detail. Okay, where's the share button? Share. Well, where are you? I haven't done this in a while.
are you sending it? How are you sending it to me?
Probably in the green room.
Okay.
But I gotta figure out how to share it. Well, fuck it, I'll just copy the address.
There you go.
Copy.
Hi.
Let's see. Oh, come on. Julie M. Paste. There you go.
Oh, cool. Thanks,
In
son.
your green room.
I appreciate it.
Let me. I'll share the. I'm going to share this. What this is, so people can see it, if they wish. So, oh, geez, holy crap. Try again. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
So, there we go.
That is 50 million milligram hemp gummies. And they're really
Okay.
tasty. And between the hemp gummies and the melatonin gummies and the vitamin D gummies that I take every night, I've developed a craving for gummy bears. So I actually have not one of these bottles. It's a melatonin bottle, because those are about twice the size. And I bought like 2 big packages of gummy bears at Fleet Farm because they're like super cheap. And I just like stuffed them all down in there, and I could just sit and eat gummy bears out of my melatonin bottle. So I don't overdose on the ones that are medicinal, you know?
Yep.
I can't sleep at night either, Angel, until the sun comes up. Then I become a vampire and just go to sleep.
I have this problem. I have insomnia. So if I don't take my pill, my Ambien, I'll be sitting there reading stuff on the computer or my phone. And I'll look up and it's 2 a.m.
I can guarantee you. Well, I can't guarantee, obviously, because I can't do that. But I can say with 99% certainty that if you were to pop 2 of those 50 million milligram hemp gummies, you'd be out.
Cool.
You wouldn't need your sleeping medication.
I'd rather have hemp gummies than sleeping medicine.
Yeah. And if you need, if you find that 2 makes you really relaxed but doesn't quite get you to sleep, then take a 3rd one. It ain't gonna hurt anything. That's the great thing about it. There's no, it's like marijuana in that way that you would literally have to inhale or ingest literally a ton of the stuff
overdose
in order to overdose, which is physically impossible.
Yep.
I can see it here. Mountain Dew.
That's Mountain Dew.
Livewire.
Oh,
I've never seen that.
Be careful
Orange
with that
flavor.
shit. You don't want it
with
raising
your
your
heart.
blood pressure.
Yeah,
you shouldn't.
that's
You
not
honestly
good.
shouldn't be.
I
Yep.
can't raise mine any lower. It's gone.
No, it
I'll
raises
wait.
it higher.
Yeah.
It can be really bad for people that have heart issues or, like you said, blood pressure.
Yeah.
This is not the super caffeine crap. Like,
What is it?
aha.
Remember
It's just
Joel? Do you
orange-
remember? Were
orange-
you?
Oh, all the
Orange
sugar
flavor.
and twice the caffeine.
Yeah.
That stuff didn't last very long.
Oh, no, wait. They still sell it.
Where? On black
you
market
have
or
to look for it, but you can find it. They still sell it.
I never actually had it because I was always so anxious anyway, and I'm like, I don't need to be more anxious. Like, no, that's why
That's
I
one
need
thing I
stuff to
can't
mellow me.
drink is we're at Red Bull or Monster.
That's not good.
Mm.
Yeah.
No, I know. But I drink so much coffee. If I drank Red Bull, I get real nervous.
Yeah, I
Coffee
bet.
don't affect me.
The
don't-
only time I've ever had like any kind of drink like that was anytime I've moved. I will get NOS, grape NOS.
Yep.
It doesn't have a lot of the extra stuff. It's like a really mild version of some of the other drinks, but it's enough to, if I drink it throughout the day, it's just enough to keep me going without.
Maybe that's what I need too.
And I'll literally take 12 hours to drink 1 bottle of NOS, but it does what it needs to do for me.
Wow.
So
When I was in Missouri, that's when I started rally racing, not for real, in the game. And sponsors in Dirt 2 were like Monster, NOS.
NOS. Yeah, NASCAR. Kyle Busch,
And,
NOS.
So I bought them because for decoration on my desk, And I'm thinking one night, we're out of coffee. I think, I guess I'll drink some of these. No. I drank one. It's like,
Oh, Susan,
hang on,
you need to
hang
go
on.
talk to Ken.
Yeah, I'm just reading it.
but
I got it.
Okay. All right.
wait.
I'll be right back.
I'll be back.
Ugh. Fuck. My knees hurt. Oh.
Yeah. When I was down in Missouri, before I knew my heart and I hadn't had my strokes yet or anything. And she looked at me and she goes, I woke up in a puddle of sweat one night. She goes, you need to see a doctor. Well, she used to be a nurse. She should know. she couldn't be a nurse anymore because when her husband passed away with a heart attack, she wrecked her back trying to save him.
Mm-hmm.
He's a big
That's
guy.
why I can't be a paramedic anymore.
Yeah.
Too much lifting and
You were a
crap. You know?
paramedic.
Yeah.
You were a paramedic. I didn't know that.
Yep.
My son's girlfriend was going to school to be a paramedic, but she became sick too for something. I don't
Yeah.
know what yet. But she ended up. She had my wheelchair, my mom's wheelchair. Just because for a while there she couldn't even walk.
Yeah.
But she's back to work now.
Yeah. I worked with Air Care, which is the paramedical.
Yeah.
I miss it.
But,
I really
yeah.
liked it. I liked helping people and
yeah. Well, just talking to people in the when I was getting chemo, they loved me when I went there because I would talk to people. Even when I was getting my infusion, just sit and talk to people and run the whole room. People wanted to move by me so they had somebody to talk to. And I get my therapy. I'm sitting there talking to this one lady, and all the ladies around. I have fibro too.
oh, thank you, Angel.
And then
Yeah.
randomly, some guy on my way home, I just barely got out of the parking lot down to the corner. He pulled up. He goes, "Need a ride?" I was like, "Yeah." "You're not gonna kill me, are you?" He laughed. Like, "No." "How far you gotta go?" "4 blocks." "Okay,
Oh,
good."
cool, Angel. That's pretty cool.
But that was a good thing. He stopped giving me a ride. I was not up for the walk home. Walk there. I'm supposed to be able to get a ride from the ride people, whatever they're called, MTM. But other people that give them my phone number can't get my phone number right.
Hi, IWK.
And I've tried calling them multiple times, and I get hung up on because the system hangs up on me. I don't know
That's
why.
nice.
Yeah.
What I hate is when you get in the voicemail. Oh, I hate that. The tree. Press this number for this, and then
Yeah.
it's irritating.
Well, I have what's that stuff? For it's you can get it through your hospital or doctor. So when you have appointments, it notifies you
Mm-hmm.
with that.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, they start calling me for that stuff. It's like, I have, the other thing. Why you keep doing this?
Yeah, mine, a lot of them, you can pick whether you want texted or you want a letter or you want a call or all three. You can, pick, and I always just
my
do
email
text.
figure out what's going.
I like text because I always have my phone on me, where email, I'm not always really good about checking it a lot.
Oh, my chart. That's what it's called.
Oh, okay. Yeah, my chart. That's what the university has here.
Yeah. Well, this is a teaching hospital.
Yeah, that's what
Non-profit.
it is here too.
But they keep making profits, so they keep building more clinics,
I used to talk about the university where I worked. We have the University of Iowa here, hospitals and clinics. They are building a new hospital. They just got permission yesterday. And I'm like, why do they need more? I mean, they're already spread out. It's like if you had to walk from one end to the other. In fact, I used to do that on my breaks to get exercise. It's a long ways. And now they're going to, and they already have like satellite clinics.
We have those too.
Which is nice because then you don't have to deal with the traffic and the parking ramp and all that. But for some things, you have to go, unfortunately. to the main hospital.
Yeah, ours just built a new clinic in Rockford, Illinois. And they have, the baby.
I did that too.
Premature.
The neonate.
Yeah, they have a neonatal clinic.
Yeah.
It's best in the region. And they have a helicopter now of their own, so they fly them back and forth.
Yep, that's what I did. One of the things I did. Country girl.
Yeah.
We go get the little teeny preemies that are just tiny.
Right.
They look like little bunnies almost. They were so little.
The coolest thing ever is watching a helicopter land.
Yeah, it's fun being in them.
Especially when you're looking out your hospital window.
You see it go right by.
Yeah, it just hovers down. But yeah,
Hi, country girl.
Life Flight, and they had a landing pad already, but when they made more money to get their own.
Yeah, well, ours.
My boss's brother used to work on the helicopters.
Yeah, that's cool. Our landing pads are heated, so in the winter, like the snow doesn't pile up, which is nice.
Yeah, well, this one's in a parking lot, or used to be a parking lot.
Yeah, a lot of places do that because they can't, helicopters are heavy and sometimes they can't land on them, or they don't have space where they don't have stuff on the roof.
Well, there used to be one on the roof, but I don't know what happened. They expanded or something. I don't remember. But now it's down in the parking lot. I don't know. But yeah.
I always hated going to ones with parking lots because we'd have to get the security guard to go out there and make sure no cars came around, and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, they have it all blocked up with stuff.
Yeah.
The cement things,
Yeah.
Barriers.
People still are dumb and
Just big
You'd be
X
surprised.
there.
Be surprised.
Big X in the road. It's my helicopters. Although I instantly told you that.
So you said you're talking about Rockford, Illinois. Where do you live?
Southern Wisconsin.
Where at? Because I'm from Iowa, so I know a lot of the towns.
Janesville. Where the
yeah.
used to be?
Yeah. I know where that's at.
Yeah. So Mercy. We have another hospital here that I won't go to.
Yeah. I know that feeling.
Yeah. They didn't like the way they treated my mom, okay?
So, like, from where you live, how far is it to Rockford?
Yeah. I think it's about maybe 40 miles by road.
Oh, that's not bad.
I could be wrong. Maybe less.
Rockford has a good racetrack.
Yes, they do. Rockford Speedway.
Yep.
They
have good races. They have a lot of trailer races and all kinds of fun things. I want to go there sometime.
IWK 83.
In the 80s, you know who Travis Quapple is?
Yeah, he's from Wisconsin.
I used to work for his dad.
Oh, yeah?
He's a baby then, I think.
He doesn't race anymore. He didn't work out very well.
I know.
But I like him. He was a nice guy. I met him once when we were in Vegas.
His dad moved to down south. Yeah. They're not racing now?
Well, not in NASCAR. I mean, he might be doing other things. Because I know, like, Matt Kenseth is from Wisconsin, too.
Yeah. Cambridge?
I think so.
Yeah.
Strawberry Shortcake, are you still in here? I sent you a link if you want it.
One of the Menards boys.
Oh, Paul?
I don't remember.
Paul Menard.
Like 3 of them.
Paul races in NASCAR.
We went to one of those races in Madison.
351. Good to see you, buddy.
The speedway there.
Yeah.
I forget what. I can't remember the name, but it was like
a road course more. Or?
No, it was like round and round, but it was for a series. A lot of
certain-
sailors were in. They're all in NASCAR. Oh,
What was the series called?
I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
All I can think of was ISAC. It was something similar.
Was it ASA?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe that.
Yeah, because they used to have ASA and they don't have it anymore. They changed to a different name, I
Well,
think.
when I bought with Liberty, we got free tickets to that.
Oh, cool.
So we went there and became more deaf. Well, my friend, well, the guy at the glass shop, he used to be a late model racer, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So he went, and all my friends went. So I told him, I got tickets too. I'll sit by you.
I love late
Bring
models.
He said, bring earplugs. They
Yeah.
brought extra earplugs because, you go
I
down.
actually,
It's cool when you see the rotors
mm-hmm.
turn red hot on those cars.
Yep.
They're made out of beryllium. But
Yeah,
cast
they
iron
do.
that hold up.
Julie,
Yeah.
I poured hydrogen peroxide in Ken's ear,
Yeah.
and it's literally. I basically poured it so it was level with his inner ear, canal.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It's literally foamed up and is now foaming up over the level of his actual outside ear.
Oh my Lord.
Wow.
Did he say if he's can tell any change yet, or does it take a while?
It's something you usually have to do a couple times, but within an hour or so of the first time doing it, usually there's a reduction in pain and swelling and things like that. So
That's really cool. I'd never heard of that.
yeah, I'll tell you, I haven't gone to the doctor for an ear infection in several years because of doing this.
It looks like an enema.
If my ear even starts getting itchy, I'll put hydrogen peroxide in them, and I don't have any problems anymore with ear infections.
Wow.
So
That's pretty cool. So what's that like?
Yeah.
It looks like an enema for the ear.
Yeah, it basically is.
it is.
So it kind of,
Basically, it's peroxide in a little bottle.
okay.
And that little thing is just a syringe.
Yeah, a bulb syringe. That's what we used to use on babies.
Yeah.
Suction out their noses and.
Yeah.
This is funny.
Hey, 351.
Maverick is offering me 6 cents off per gallon on my next fill up, right?
Yeah.
The place that I go gas up normally is 10 cents cheaper than anywhere else in town.
Wow.
They can't bribe me with their crappy little offer.
You know, when we go to Clinton to visit to my mom, there's like a truck stop that's off of I-80, and their gas is always like 10 or 12 cents cheaper than what we pay in Iowa City. So we always fill up either on our way to make sure we're full.
Yeah.
It makes a,
Oh. Yeah. She gets her gas at quick trip there.
Oh yeah, you guys we used to have quick trips, and they're not in Iowa anymore. They're not where I live anymore.
Right. Well, they're building more here. Why we need more?
It's funny because they have like Quick Trip, and then there's Quick Shop, and one's spelled with a Q and one's spelled with a K.
Well, hey, I'm gonna get down off here and go say hi to a couple other channels before I hit the hay.
Okay.
So, gotta work in the morning.
It's good seeing you, everybody.
Thanks for coming up. Good night, dreams.
I hope you feel better, Dreams.
I hope you feel better too.
I'll be praying for you.
All right.
Thank you
Good night.
for having me.